Thank you, kind guests, for joining me tonight in this celebration, and I hope to continue receiving your support in the future. And who do we have here? It's always a pleasure to see a new face. Quite unlike that of the many royals that I am often around. May I ask from which jurisdiction you are? The East End. Yes, they do tend to have quite the diverse nobility there. It would explain why I've not met you before. I'm still very glad to have you here tonight, darling, and I hope you'll stay for a while. Since this is your first time here, allow me to give you a tour of the place. No need to be shy. I'm sure the other guests will be able to entertain themselves with each other while we're gone, and we won't be long. I insist. In fact, it's an order. You wouldn't say no to an order from Her Majesty, would you? Then please, take my arm and let's be on our way. Do tell me more about yourself. It has been a while since I visited that aunt. Are the governors there well? That's good. Lady Margaret and I used to get along quite well. It is a shame she fell ill at such a tender age. Time is a cruel mistress. It is not her I wish to talk about, however. She could be far too lenient at times, and I'm sure your family has been keeping quite the strong hold on the population following her departure. Sometimes you must be harsh with the rules to squash any insurrections. The last thing we want is for the impure to seize power. Or worse. You see, this castle is rather old. When it was first established, humans still held control of the nations and hunted us, as they were afraid. You keep glancing back, dear. Is something bothering you? No one will disturb us here, I assure you. We do seem to be heading further away from the party. Quite the change of scenery, as it is very quiet on this side of the castle. We've just begun our little tour. You couldn't possibly want to leave just yet. It isn't every day you get to have such an in-depth view of the Vampire Lord's castle. I'm sure your family will understand if you're away for just a little longer, won't they? If they don't, I'll just have to talk to them myself. It's okay. You can just leave it to me if need be. Other vampires will listen to my authority, no matter how powerful they think they are. Unless there's something else bothering you. Is there, dear? You can always talk to your queen. Don't look away. It's just me and you here. Meet my eyes. We can remain here for as long as need be, darling. Make this easier for yourself by being good. Look at me. Now. Just like that. There really is nothing to be afraid of. Unless you're hiding something from me, that is. But that wouldn't be wise, would it? Coming into my house with the intention of misbehaving? No, it wouldn't be wise at all. Right, dear? Then let us proceed further. We will soon be reaching the living quarters, which have quite recently been renovated. Keep up. Mother used to be rather fond of the old decorations, but as you may imagine, they have been out of fashion for a very long time. They've now been changed to some that better suit our image of red and black and... I wouldn't do that if I were you. You can only run so far before I or someone else find you again. And it's not like you would stand a chance if you were to find any of us, would you, dear? No. So small, so helpless, so weak. Shh. Stop struggling. It'll tire you out more than it will me. If you didn't want to be in my presence so much, then you should have thought twice before coming here tonight. Isn't that right, human? Don't look so surprised now. It'll take more than this pathetic disguise to fool me. Humans, as opposed to vampires, have a very distinct trace. Much sweeter, if I do say so myself. Oh yes, darling. I could tell since I first laid my eyes on you. No, I could tell before I even saw you. The others at this party most likely didn't notice. Not all vampires have this power. And that is the difference between them and a royal. A lot of these nobles are only such a name and do not deserve any recognition. But no need to be scared. I don't intend to hurt you. Not yet, at least. I could and should for your trespassing and blatant lies, but I'm amused by your courage. I suggest you keep amusing me, darling, before I change my mind. Now, will you be a good little human and quietly follow this time? No more attempts at escaping. I knew you'd make the right choice. Here, go on, enter. How observant of you. Yes, this is indeed a bedroom. Now, nobody will come even close to disturbing us. Such a scared thing you are. Where did all the courage that helped you sneak into my house go? Or was it just curiosity that drew you to this lavish lifestyle? Humans, such destructive creatures. It's only natural that us, the superior race, pushed you into the corner you deserve to cower in. That's for our safety and yours too. You might not believe me, but you being here today only serves to prove it. When you left your own devices, you only put yourselves in danger. Come on, dear. Come sit on my lap. You must be misunderstanding. This is not a request. Come here, now. Much better. You're much cuter when you obey without question. Look into my eyes, darling. It's such a shame that such delicate features are locked away in a mortal body. With your tender hands and soft eyes, many would fall head over heels for you. Yes, your human nature is really unfortunate. But that's an easy fix, isn't it, my love? Confused? That's okay. We can talk about this later. Just keep looking into my eyes. Unlike you, I didn't lie. You see, it is always a pleasure to see a new face. And I do hope that you'll stay for a while. A long while. In my thrall, at my service. You shall not be in hurt or in pain, as long as you stay here with me. Yes, it's starting to sound more and more appealing by the moment, isn't it, love? Well, what do you say? I think you need to sink deeper into my eyes and let the idea of serving me truly wash over you. It's a very enticing idea, isn't it, darling? That's what I thought. Then let's try this again. You will stay with me, won't you? Good. It's been a while since I last had a human thrall. The trouble with your kind is that you wither away in the blink of an eye, and that's no good. You can trust that your master will take care of you from now on. You'll live many, many healthy years. I must now return to the party, as my guests will be wondering where I am. You, however, my love, should remain here and sleep. You don't need to worry about your human family. I'll ensure they're taken care of. You humans need to sleep at night to replenish your energy stores. And so you're tired, aren't you, my dear? No, my love. You're extremely tired. You should trust your master's judgment. You couldn't possibly be thinking about standing up just yet. You want to sleep. Much better. Don't worry. You can fall asleep right there with your head close to my chest. Sleep now, darling. Tomorrow will be a very busy day.